This is your National Weather Service with a special winter weather briefing for the National Weather Service Jackson, Mississippi forecast area for Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. Important updates for this briefing are the dangerous cold ongoing this week with lows in the 20s and wind chills in the mid-teens. This will set the stage for an impactful winter weather event later into the week. There's increasing potential for impacts from winter weather from in northeast Louisiana, southeast Arkansas, and northern Mississippi. We will go over the probabilities nationally, its possibilities for winter weather amounts of snow and ice, and the impacts of minor, moderate, and major, the probability of all of those. Dangerous cold is ongoing and expected to persist through the week, with wind chills in the teens, below 20 degrees, and lows in the low to mid-20s. At times. Hypothermia is possible with prolonged exposure. In addition, any areas where temperatures struggle to reach into the mid-30s, especially in north central Mississippi, danger to exposed pipes could occur, and this will persist through the week. And as mentioned before, this will set the stage for an impactful weather event late in the week. Winter weather is likely later in the week. This impactful winter weather and mixture will cause potential travel impacts and power outages. Heavy snow is possible in some portions of southeast Arkansas and northwest Mississippi, with a mixture of snow, sleet, and some freezing rain likely. In those zones, I expect dangerous travel conditions and power outages to be likely. While further southeast along the Natchez Trace corridor, a mixture of snow, sleet, and freezing rain is possible. In these zones, in the significant and elevated threat areas, a medium to high chance of 40 to 70% chance of impacts is more likely. In the limited threat area in southeast of the Natchez Trace, there will be more of a mixture of sleet and freezing rain with a brief period of light snow. There could be potential impacts to travel. In addition, this zone will first, the onset of timing will be west of the Mississippi River from noon to 8 p.m., the I-55 corridor from 6 p.m. through midnight Friday, and east of Interstate 55 from 10 p.m. through 3 a.m. Friday. That is the timing of the onset of precipitation, with it persisting all the way through Friday. Be aware that as the system moves through, some warmth will lift to the north, so the timing of duration of impacts further to the south could be more shorter lived and transition to all rain and begin to limit impacts later into the day Friday, while further northwest of the Natchez Trace, the area could be in a longer duration of impacts, which could lead to more dangerous travel conditions and more likelihood of impact to infrastructure and utilities, with power outages to be likely. This could also be a concern for any area residents that need locations to stay warm from the ongoing dangerous cold conditions. Late in the week, as mentioned before, the probabilities are beginning to increase across the southeast, with the increased probabilities for snowfall across the portions of northern Mississippi and the mid-south and southeast. In terms of probabilities for minor impacts, the probabilities continue to increase with a medium of 30 to 60% chance, and mostly focused in southeast Arkansas, northeast Louisiana, and northern Mississippi. For moderate impacts, this is including snow and ice of low to medium 20 to 30% chance, and focused in portions of southeast Arkansas, northeast Louisiana, and northwest Mississippi. For major impacts is focused further to the northwest with less than a 10% chance. Breaking it down to, according to weather type, minor impacts from snow, there's a 30 to 60% chance focused in the northwest portions of the region, especially in the Highway 82 corridor, with the highest probabilities far northwest in the extreme northwestern delta in Mississippi. Moderate impacts are in a similar region, being pushed a little bit further north, around 20 to 40% chance, and moderate is more hazardous driving conditions. Major impacts are very low probability, less than 10%, but more dangerous travel conditions and lead to more widespread closures and disruptions to infrastructure and utilities. For snow, probabilities greater than 1 inch, a medium to high, a 40 to 70% chance, and focused in the northwest. For greater than 4 inches, the probabilities are low, less than 30%, and focused in southeast Arkansas and extreme northwestern Mississippi. And for the probabilities of greater than 6 inches, is low, less than 20%, and focused in the extreme northwestern areas. Ice is focused a little bit further south, along in South Highway 82 and along and north of Interstate 20 corridor. It's a low to medium chance, a 20 to 40% chance for minor impacts where there could be some impacts to travel. Low to medium chance for moderate impacts, which could lead to some hazardous driving conditions that is in the same area, especially in northeast Louisiana and central to northeast Mississippi, where that transition zone will occur. The probabilities for greater than 1/100th of an inch is between 10 to 40% and focus in north central Mississippi, northeast Louisiana, and southeast Arkansas. Probabilities for greater than 1/10 of an inch is low, less than 30%, but focus in portions of southeast Arkansas, northeast Louisiana, and central to northeast Mississippi. For greater than 1/4 inch, or what would classify as an ice storm, low is less than 20% chance and focus most in northeast Louisiana and some probabilities further to the east. And for a more impactful area of ice is a low chance, but with continued focus in northeast Louisiana. So in summary, for this special winter weather briefing, we went over the dangerous cold this week with the dangerously cold low temperatures and the continued wind chills in the teens, the increasing potential for impactful winter weather event in northeast Louisiana, southeast Arkansas, and northern Mississippi late week. We also went over the probabilities nationally, the probabilities of winter weather amounts broken down in snow and ice, and the impacts from both snow and ice and probabilities for minor, moderate, and major impacts across the region. In addition, in some portions of those areas, mainly from Grenada County, LaFleur, Sunflower, Bolivar, Washington, Ashley, Chico counties in both Mississippi and Arkansas, and then Morehouse Parish in Louisiana, a winter storm watch has been issued for those zones. An additional briefing will be coming tomorrow during the afternoon, likely around 2 p.m. Thank you for attending.